myself, Anodre, and then we have Sheila. We both are a trainer in IT Talent Hub. And then as we spoke, we have extensive experience in this industry. And for me also, around 19 years of experience in testing. And currently I'm playing a test manager role with the large clients. And then even training is one of the fascinated to do along with IT Talent Hub for us. The same thing with the Sheila also. Maybe now I will just maybe 1 second, few people are joined recently. I will also ask just Sheila to give the high level intro to everyone. Yes, Sheila, please.
Hello everybody, this is Sheila, data science trainer from IT Talent Hub. I have 18 plus years of experience in software industries in developing the projects as well as in training the people. I'm very much passionate towards teaching. So that's the reason I'm still working with the training sort of things, right? So that is the intro from my side, and happy to see you all here. We can, Anna, you can proceed with your demo.
Thank you, Sheila, for the intro. Yes, right. So actually, maybe before to that, we'll go ahead with the agenda, not a problem. Okay. Yes. So maybe few people are already aware of our IT Talent Hub. It's the largest independent community in UK, and we are in Ilford now. Okay. So the especially from our side, the focus is training services. Already we are running more than 10 years of experience in this industry, and already the office is available in Ilford, London. Okay. It is very near to the railway station. Just it's like 5 minutes walkable to the Ilford railway station. Okay, so, and dedicated recruitment. We have the dedicated recruitment team, and already we have excess of 1,500. I believe in the community, we are having a big community with IT Talent Hub, and especially the core focused on, as we spoke, training, networking, and recruitment is our core areas in our IT Talent Hub. Okay, and if you are seeing our client, our core clients are like a Department of Education and the Cocorio and the LGP, London General Practice, Myco, Test Partner, and Transform. These are all high-level client, but still we have a lot more client in our area. Okay. So one thing, especially we want to show, like what is the highlight on our IT Talent Hub means exactly on the success factor on the placement. Okay, so these are all the placement. Maybe you can able to see for last 30 days or around that 35 to 40 days, we placed many people in different companies. Okay, so these are all the people like Veena and Saibal, Pranav, so many people we are placed in the many other companies. But maybe you can ask whether this is related to only AI or testing. No, but this is related to even in the other area because we have DevOps, we have full stack, including data science, and then especially on the testing side also. So this is the overall recruitment and placed in this last month. Okay. So we have again the specific area like why IT Talent Hub, because even you are able to come across and see many people in this industry. Okay, our core, we have our core strength. What is that core strength? We have top quality trainers. The two, lot of people we ask like me, many people are within the UK, and we have the strong trainers from the UK based companies we are working, and then also we are doing the trainings with IT Talent Hub because we are associated for a long time. Even I'm associated for many years with IT Talent Hub and trained with a lot of people like that. Even Sila is there, and we have many other trainers. Okay, lot more trainers, and Neha is from the another one playwright and the other stuff, and even I'm there for the including the automation side. So we have many trainers within our IT talent group. As I told, Sriram is our director, and he is our completely taking care of all the responsibilities. We are having like trainers and the other coordinators under Sriram and under IT Talent Hub. So we have experienced faculties in UK. Okay. So that's what, even as I told, like even Sheila has 18 years, I'm having 19 years, almost like an average, we have more than 15 years of experience in this industry. And what are all the curriculum we are designed as part of the training, or especially for the UK job market, because everyone are interested if you are joining, and if you are doing the course means it is your expectation is to get the good opportunities in the UK job market. That's what the curriculum is, especially designed as per the UK job market. And as we even see in the previous slide also, definitely almost 10 plus student in the last month, and like that every month we have our core placement group are placing many people in the different companies. So yeah, because even this is achievable based on we have some exclusive placement assistant the team available within us after the training. And even we have a lot of link with the companies and the consultancies, and dedicated our recruitment team will work along with the student once the training is in progress with the completion. And then we will be also preparing their CV, and then we are also promoting their CV and contacting to the people. And especially the CVs and the skill set are prepared based on their individual talent. At the end of the training we will talk to the individual, and accordingly the specific CVs are prepared. Okay, so even we have the live interview preparation at the end of the session. And then it is always like the certification based training. Even you want to go for ISTQB for both AA or the other testing also, this will be the proper in the initial stage. So this is what our highlights. So why IT Talent Hub? Okay. So normally, who can able to learn this course is non-IT professional and student, housewife, IT professional, because even everywhere now, almost this batch I'm seeing like everyone are IT professional, but in general, we will have the mixed team like non-IT and then IT professional. So we are good to go. But as I told, we have our courses approach. Like if anyone not coming from the IT background, then the layer one, as I told, the general testing courses we don't want to go, we will go directly with even anything, anyone on the automation, direct automation training will be started, or in the AA also directly we'll start with the AA training. Okay, so the layer one will can be eliminated. But here I think for yes, Srinivas, someone if needed, we have the basic things also. So maybe if we are discussing about introducing about this particular, especially on the course, like what are all the job opportunities for this particular course means, even we can able to go for like a ETL tester and a database tester, because even database also some level of database are covered in this particular training. Okay, and then even ML tester, machine learning tester, AI tester, data tester, okay, and data engineering in test. So these are all the different the job title you can able to apply. And the overall overview for this particular course, we are going to cover like the overall introduction and the characteristics of AI based system, and the machine learning overview, ML data, okay, and then ML functional and performance metrics. What about the how exactly the machine learning algorithm is functioning, and what is the performance metrics all about? Okay, and ML neural networks, what how the neural networks are functioning, and you want to also understand about testing the AI based system. Okay, so normally we are having the conventional and AI based system. So we want to also understand about how the AI specific systems are applicable, or what is the difference, and what are the areas which we need to more focus to understand about the AI based system. Okay, and those areas how we are going to cover along with our testing, we want to understand, and AI specific quality characteristics and how to test those areas, method and techniques used for testing the AI based system, test environment requirements for the AI-based system, and even we can able to understand using AI itself for our testing, how that will be benefited. Meaning of, suppose now if I'm using any AI tool or AI application, how that will be maybe the supportive tool, how that will be used for our testing area or any tester to make it more productive or more empowered. So how that will be useful, and even what are all the tools and framework you used for the AI testing. These are all the course coverage, high level. These are all the areas course coverage, but each and individual have the subtopics that you will be able to see during our training session. Okay. So once again, this all the syllabus and the content also. Normally, we are having the ISTQB syllabus. This is covered as part of the ISTQB certification training content. So whatever our syllabus also, we are able to follow the particular area, because if anyone later going for the ISTQB, this will be very useful. And once again, even we want to understand the AI ISTQB for AA, that's preliminary needed. The primary needed is the normal ISTQB certification foundation, and then we can go for the AA ISTQB certification. Okay, that's the one thing. And even job opportunity, as we spoke already, ETL tester, and these are all the different areas and the companies available as per the current market. And one honest thing is, the job market for the AI testing is evolving now. Okay, we cannot say that already too many great things or many companies are already available, but as like automation, how initially the people are understanding the initial level, and then now the automation how becoming the more primary part in the testing. This is how even the upcoming days and then the time period, you will able to see the AI testing also one of the primary part in our project, because lot of applications, even any projects now, they are also able to implement with the ML algorithm and the AI applications. So definitely they are expecting like then not only the developer can test everything perfectly, so we need our tester support also in those areas. So that's the reason in upcoming days, definitely you are able to see lot of job opportunities in this area. So till now, any doubt, any questions, ma? Please, we'll go to the next part. Till now, any questions, any doubt, please? No? Good. Okay. So even I'm able to see two more addition. Maybe we can say hello to them. Hello, Swapna. Hello, V. I'm not sure who is V. No problem. It's disconnected. Hello, Swapna. Able to hear me? I'm another here, Swapna. I'm unable to hear you. Maybe we'll come back to you, Swapna. If whenever possible, just unmute and say hello to us. Good. Okay. Forward. So even, so just as a introduction, maybe this course is focused on whoever the individual with only the interest is more than enough, because even we are not expecting anyone who is already familiar with the IT or non-IT, just whoever interested in this particular platform to understand what is AI, what is ML, and what is the data, and how to progress and how to process the data, and how to analyze and how to do the testing with respect to the ML and AI. The interest itself, we can make the people to do the AI testing. Okay. And even who are all looking for the new technical areas, and then for the people who are looking for the career growth into the next level, these are all the targeted audience to focus into the AI testing. Okay. So basically, why the test engineers are needed? Because already there are n number of main companies, major companies done with a lot of AI projects, and then they are invested very huge amount, and then they got failed in those areas. Okay, even this is related to the same, where the initial point of time, whoever the people are developed, and then they are not tested properly, directly implemented, and even many banks or many financial or insurance sector got failed. Even in my experience, I saw those things during my initial career. So the same thing now, the it is happening for the AI, because in AI there is no any much or exactly the lot of process into the testing, or the whoever the initial development team are doing the testing, they may not cover with the extensive scenarios and the test conditions for the algorithm and the functionalities. Okay. So normally the introduction to the course of why the artificial intelligence failure is unclear business objective, and then poor data quality and lack of collaboration between the teams, and lack of talent. Okay, because especially now this is a new things, and that's the reason we are unable to succeed much in this area. But we nowadays definitely these things are overcoming in this upcoming things. Okay. So what is exactly the how to understand the machine learning, or what is happening, is nothing but select and prepare. Okay, so understand the problem. First, you have to understand what is your business objective. What is your business objective? What is the solution you need? And then you have to select the and prepare that particular area. And then you have to also get the relevant data available. What is the data you have to make it for training, and you have to also select the algorithm, okay, and acquire and implement the, you have to plan which algorithm. And initially maybe I cannot say that only one algorithm, we can plan for a set of relevant algorithm which we want to be evaluate. So we can able to include all those relevant algorithm, and then the data should be there. Then we have to also have that particular model ready, and then we have to like clean the data, and then we have to do the data analysis. That again, the future slide I will explain more about in detail. Okay. So here, how machine learning is implemented in detail in general. Okay. So then again here I'll just show you. Okay, you are able to see. So here, design and implement the pipeline. Okay, select and implement the algorithm, and then we have to tune and then training the data. Okay, then see here. So the raw data, initially you have the raw data and you have to train and implement the pipeline. Basically, you should have the ML workflow readily available. That will be nothing but the initially it will start with the collecting the data. It will be start with collecting the data. Once you have the data ready, then you have to clean the data, then you have to even transform the data, you have to update the data which is needed as part of your project. Then that particular data you should do the training the model, and then after training the model, then you have to do the testing, and then you have to again evaluate. Then till you are able to see, that's what it is going in this particular one, till you are able to get the expected outcome, that workflow has to be continued, because even there will be need of a data change or a algorithm change or the configuration change we have to keep, because I cannot go with the simply what is it is given as output. That output should be expected output as per my data. So till I'm achieving my targeted accepted criteria, acceptance criteria range, I have to continue the same flow to make it possible to give the expected outcome. That's what it is expected in the this particular area. Okay, maybe just you want to see some of the sample AI application in real use. I have to any doubt till now, maybe please, till now any doubt, any questions? Okay, yes, we'll move forward. So if you are want to see any sample applications, so this is one of the very small sample application in the AI area. Okay, maybe if I can pick it up. So this is already a application implemented, just a sample application. Okay, this is a very sample application. Please permit me. Okay, so here these are all the data involved already. This is just trained and already everything is available in this application. Okay, so based on this particular application, what they are trying to do, suppose if you are taking this particular data, okay, so if I'm just taking this particular data, okay, so here this is the application where it is showing the people what is the diseases, and then what is the mortality rate for them. Okay, what is the death predictions, mortality rate for them based on their diseases associated and the value. Okay, because everything is based on the data. Everything is based on the data. But how this application is working means completely based on the predictions, completely based on the predictions. How the predictions are happening, again based on how you are training this application and how you are tested with the testing data and how exactly the accuracy of the outcome, that particular thing is giving this mortality rate. So based on this, even the people will understand, and then they have to try to reduce their problem or the complexity in the diseases, and then they can survive, or they will at least aware, and then they can take the medicines accordingly. So these are all the currently in the market we are able to see the applications, and then they are started working on this. Okay, so there are a lot of applications. This is one of the sample application for this, like a clinical application. Okay, yes. So different between like AI, ML and deep learning also. So as per the ML and AI, we will also understand the deep learning. What is deep learning? What is machine learning? What is artificial intelligence? Okay, so deep learning is nothing but the application of machine learning that uses complex algorithm and deep neural networks to train the model. And machine learning is application of AI that allows system to automatically learn and improve from experience. Artificial is ability to imitate the intelligent human behavior. AI is absolutely we are expecting like the human brain. That's a difference on these areas. Okay, so deep learning, machine learning, artificial intelligence, these are all the core part whenever we are going for any of the AI applications. Okay, so in the stages, how we will be learning in the stages, what is our syllabus, how we are learning in the stages are like initially, as I told, we are going to learn the manual testing and agile. But as per our current group, we understood you are already into the experienced people. Then whoever already into the IT and testing, this part won't come. Manual testing and agile won't come. Directly we'll go with the DB testing and the API testing, and then ETL testing, even API testing also already covered in the manual. So directly we'll go with the DB testing, ETL testing, and then ML testing, and then AI testing. These are all the areas which we are going to cover as part of the experienced people in testing. If someone or any of the people are non-experienced in testing, then everything is covered from the beginning, because manual testing is the core part to understand how the approach. Because here in this AI application also, we cannot say that I'm going to skip my conventional testing approach. What is called conventional testing approach is nothing but other than ML, our core traditional approach. We are not going to skip any of the part. Whatever we are doing now as part of our approach or the testing approach, like understanding the requirement, writing the test cases, writing the test cases, reviewing the test cases, testing execution, identifying the defect, everything is the same process. Everything is the same process. On top of the conventional model, we want to understand about what specific to my ML and AI application, what is my functionality, what is my business approach and outcome to this particular project. I have to understand, and then I have to also take this particular additional requirement on the conditions or the outcome. Then this will be also added into my requirement, even the acceptance criteria, what is the outcome range and the percentage of the quality or the accuracy, everything I have to keep it as part of acceptance criteria and the test conditions that should be converted into test cases. And we are also going to execute the testing approach as part of our ML and AI. For the application ML AI application, we are following the exactly the traditional model. On top of it, what is exactly needed on additional part for the ML AI also, we are combining and going to execute in this project. Okay, so nowhere place I can say that just skip it. But even we will find a lot of challenges on doing this particular part is many of the places we may not find the in detail requirement for the ML and AI system, because many of the application itself developed based on the exploratory based understanding and the development. Even we will find how we can also approach, and then we can do the proper testing for that. Yes, we have everything as the model approach. Even the ISTQB syllabus are conveying how to do that. We'll try to understand and do the particular part. Okay. So again, how testing AI systems internally is definitely define testing objectives, test data preparation, model evaluation metrics, and testing the accuracy of the model. Everything is important. Everything is important. Now I will just run and show some practical content also for you people. Okay, so how testing AI system externally is testing test outcome using the real data, non-functional testing, security testing, performance, release testing. Everything is important, but on top of the functional testing, in the functional testing we are more focused how exactly we are going to do the testing. Okay, now I will also go ahead with even I already for this just simply, maybe if you are asking Anna, maybe people will call me as another Anna only, and that's what maybe if we are asking Anna, how exactly, okay, I'm going to do the testing this particular ML or AI application. Means initially, even not like the conventional model, even you want to understand little bit. Not, I'm not saying that we are a developer. We want to understand how exactly our machine learning algorithm and the content are developed. Okay, so we want to understand how exactly the content are developed. So initially the developer are developed the ML algorithm and the program. They will share to us for our testing. We can also receive and we can have glance what is available, what is the algorithm available as part of Python, why they are used to this algorithm, what is this logistic regression, what is the k nearest, what is the random forest algorithm, what is the purpose they are used. Sorry, ma. What is the purpose they are used? Because here it is not like only the functional testing. On top of the functional testing, even we are, sorry, I will just have a cup of water. 1 second, please. Sorry. So on top of the functional testing, we want to understand the concepts, what they are used. Okay. On top of it, I'm telling you one honest thing. We are not a developer. Don't worry about are we developing this particular program. No. As a test engineer, we are not developing this program. This program are developed by the developer. Even how we are testing our API, the API are developed by the developer and the API are given to us for testing. We will test the API and identify the defect. The similar way, this are related to ML or AI program also, it will be developed by the developer and we will receive and understand why they are used this logic and algorithm, and then how the content are decided. Okay, so for that purpose, we are taking the program and then the data set. Okay, because the data set is initially absolutely needed. Okay, so here I will show you one content and another thing also. Okay, so now I want to show you. Yeah, so here if you are seeing, this is what in general you have to high level understand in this particular part. Okay, so in general any ML algorithm or this, just to see this particular one. Okay, so you need to get the data, you need to get the related data for that particular ML model or AI program. So you should be prepared. Now example, we are just seeing a COVID prediction, okay, project. So in this COVID prediction, I'm already having the data to predict. Okay, if I'm giving these many questions. Okay, suppose you are saying that whether the patient having breathing problem, whether the patient having fever, dry cough, sore throat, like that we have n number of questions. So based on the answer response for that questions, whether the patient having COVID or not, this is the real already, this is the real outcome. Okay, so but these are all the questions and answers. If I'm providing this set, suppose example, if I'm providing this row, okay, till here, okay, till A to T column, then this is the answer because this is the actual. Okay, but if I'm providing this question, okay, this is actual, but how my ML algorithm is predicted, that is the actual. Okay, that is the actual one. I will run and show how the things are happening. Okay, so initially, what is important as per the any of the ML or AI application, what is very much important? Your data. Your data. Basically, consider, and this is nothing but your child, okay, just a newborn child, because it doesn't think or doesn't use anything. So it's a empty brain. It's normally the empty brain, but we are training the model, we are training the application using the data set. So training the data, okay, training and test data are very important in our ML model or AI application. So initially, that's what this is becoming the major content. Get the data, and then you have to clean and prepare and manipulate the data properly. This data, because if I'm keeping something wrong, it will also give the wrong answer. I cannot say that the ML is done some wrong things. No, the problem is within hours not handle the data properly. Okay, so please make the data clean and then manipulate, and even you want to do the ETL transform and make it ready. Okay, so once this data is clear and available, okay, see here. This is what my CSV data. I'm taking the CSV data into my temporary data set into this particular Jupyter notebook for my processing. Then just I'm running the data and I'm understanding what is the data, because for everything I cannot go here to see, because now thousands or millions of data are available or the records are available. It is not the good practice to go ahead and understand from the CSV file. So we have to work in this particular workspace and understand the different data concept. Okay, so even how many row, how many column, what are all the columns available, what is the data content, okay, everything I'm able to analyze from this particular program. And even what any missing values are available, okay, from the program only. If anything is available here, again using this one, I will go back to this particular column and I will make it corrected. Then once again I will import it here. Okay, and even we will create many other graphs also to understand every data point, because here analyzing the data is very much important. See, analyzing the data, the clean and analyzing the data is very much important. So this is the process we will do as part of the program. But once again, this is not created by us. This is created by the developer only. Just we are using to understand whether it is in the right term or not. If we are finding any problem, even we can talk to the developer on that. That's the related stuff. Now here I'm initially I'm having this data as yes and no, yes and no. Okay, then as per my project, it is needed as 0 and 1, not yes or no. Okay, for that even I'm converting label encoder. I'm converting, this concept is called ETL, extract, transform and load as per your need. Transformation is happening here. Okay, I'm converting to the yes to 1, value 1, no to value 0. Okay, that's the purpose I'm used with the label encoder, and then converting all this data point into 0 and 1. So after that, even I'm running the same data set instead of yes, no. So here it is given as yes, no. See, the same query, if I'm running here, it is given yes, no. Okay, but if I'm running here, this is given as 0 and 1, because I transformed the data into what is needed for me, what is needed for me. Okay, so once I'm transformed this data, now the transformation is done. Now the transformation is done. See, this part is done. Now what is the next part? What is the next part? Cleaning and transformation is done. Get the data, cleaning, transformation. What is the next part? Training the model. What is the next part? Everyone, anyone, please? Training the model. Training the model. Okay. So how we can train? Now this will come up. Okay. So here I'm analyzing all the different data, and even these are all the relevant graphs. Okay. Now this is nothing but one of the heat map. Nothing but I'm understanding the correlation between the different data. So if this is coming up with the continuity, then this is giving the there is a proper relationship between each data. There is a proper relationship between the each data. That's what we are using different graphs and the data analysis in the ML model and algorithm. So in this particular line item, see here we are allocating 20% to do the testing and 80% to do the training. So if I'm allocated 20% in my data, COVID data, it is allocating 20% to my test and 80% to my training. So we need more for training. Test is less, data is fine. And even we are saying that randomly take it. Don't consider to take, no, first you can take it for the training, next you can take it for test. No, we are informing randomly take this one for the training and the test and keep it accordingly. So 20% for a test, 80% for the training data. Then these are all the some of the metrics we are initializing, and then we are saying that this is how it should be calculated. Then these are all nothing but a few of the ML model algorithm where we want to evaluate with our this particular data. So these things are whenever we are running, it is giving the outcome. Okay, it is giving the outcome with the value, because it is understanding on now this is running. Already it got executed with the training and the test. Now the model is having trained now. Okay, so after that particular training, here we are getting the outcome on the ML algorithm. So this is what the outcome. So as I told, we are already implementing different, just not implementing, we are evaluating different algorithm. First, we are evaluating logistic regression. This is one of the algorithm in ML model. K nearest, one of the algorithm, and then random forest, one of the another algorithm. Just we are implementing because these are all the relevant ML algorithm with respect to our business case. That's the reason. Okay. So once we are running this algorithm, we are able to identify all three different outcome. Okay, how my model is performing, how my ML model algorithm is performing based on this outcome. Okay, based on this outcome. Okay, just take it up. Just take it up. Okay, so based on this algorithm, suppose now if you want to evaluate the accuracy score and R2 score and mean square and the error value is completely, the error value is less in the random forest and the accuracy is high in the random forest. See, 2.20 is the mean square error and the accuracy is 98.38. So compared to the other, okay, see, compared to the other, here what is the accuracy? 98.36, that is 38. Here also the mean square error is 2.57. There it is, I think around 20. Okay, then the next one also it will be more. See here, the next one also. So here, so 98, K nearest is 98.36. Okay, even here have logistic regression. So here, okay, so out of which all three, out of these all three, the random forest having the highest accuracy and lowest error, So that's the reason we want to implement, we can suggest and we can implement the random forest model algorithm into our solution. Okay, so those things are also happening in the program, and then these are all the comparison between these three, accuracy comparison between these three model, and then the algorithm time comparison, how much time it is taking to respond, and then R2 score comparison, how much benefit, accuracy and mean square error. Normally error should be less. Random forest, the error rate should be less. Error rate means whatever the algorithm given or the ML model given, the output which is not correct is the error rate, not correct. Whatever it's correct means the accuracy is good. Okay, so R2 score accordingly, this also we are compared. Okay, so now if I'm running this model again. Okay, so now already we are trained and done with everything. So now if I'm running my model, see here, now I'm getting the questions. Okay, so I'm getting the questions. Exactly, it will be like this. Exactly, it will be like this because the model is already trained. Okay, so now if you have breathing problem, I'm saying yes. Fever, yes. Cough, yes. Throat infection, maybe I can. So no, not everything is yes, no. So record asthma, no. Okay, chronic lung diseases, something I can say yes. Headache, no. Okay, heart diseases, no. Diabetics, maybe one or two I can say yes. Tension, no. Fatigue, no. Okay, disorder, okay, no. Abroad recently, maybe some critical thing I will say yes. Okay, gathering, yes. Exposed number working in yes. Okay, so now based on this, it is giving you may affected with the COVID-19 virus. Okay, but how this is giving this prediction? This is prediction. This is prediction. Correct? What is actual? What is prediction? This exactly the earlier data. This is actual because the patient have this data, that particular patient have the COVID-19. Okay, this is actual. Now, after training this particular content, whatever the same thing we are running, we are giving the question and answer. Now I'm getting this outcome. What is this called? This is prediction from the ML model. Okay. So if the both, now the prediction and the my actual is correct or the earlier correct or the output is correct, then this have the good output. Okay, or this is correct. Okay, normally this we will call it as true positive, true negative. Okay, true positive, true negative. True is this, the we are expecting the machine learning algorithm to give this result even though yes or no. Even suppose now I'm running many of the things as no, then can I expect the COVID-19 as yes? Suppose if I'm giving many of the data parameter as no or zero, so then can you expect the COVID-19 is yes? Obviously, no, no. The patient should not have the COVID-19. But even it is COVID-19 or not, but the report, the result expected outcome should be as per your prediction on the expectation. Then only the accuracy rate is higher. So that is what called normally in general, this terminology we'll call it as true positive, true negative. Okay, true positive, true negative. Even though it is given COVID-19, yes, or no, not having COVID-19 based on this data set, but that is what expected based on this input. Okay, but other way, suppose the ML algorithm given the expectation COVID-19, yes, but as per your input, it should give no. Then it is called false, false positive. Okay, false. That is wrong actually. So based on this only, this accuracy and all calculated. So based on this only, even earlier, whatever we are calculated at this point, no, see here, these points. Okay, so here you are measuring this ML algorithm outcome. So everything is based on this content. So this is also everything we are evaluating. Then accordingly, we are implementing which model, which algorithm I can able to use. This is one of the sample, but still like this, we can also able to understand how best our testing practices and the content available as part of the ML and AI application and model. Okay, fine. Any questions as of now, please, everyone? Anyone. But as I told, honestly, you are not going to develop any program or any content. Don't bother. Even you are automation tester or a developer, already the people will develop and they will give it to us. We have to run and we have to understand and we have to also aware why we are using this model and algorithm, and accordingly we want to implement. And again, we have to go with our regular testing approach on top of the conventional. We have to add our AI, ML, other additional stuff also. Then we have to perform our testing in this area. Okay. Yes, everyone.
So are you gonna use any tool to test those, or it's gonna be manually?
Sorry, Silva.
Are we gonna use any tools to test those applications? Gonna be manually testing?
No, we can
one.
for testing this one, we can go with the manual. Okay, for testing this application or content, we can go with the manual. No need of any other tool. Okay, but to perform any of this particular algorithm and like how we are used with Anaconda Navigator and then the other infrastructure, but for the UA sake, that we will do it. But no need of any specific other tool. But still, wherever there are any specific other tools and framework available, we are able to give you by this time as part of the project. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Right. So this is what the overall content from my side. Okay. And then even now, even we have something how we are doing the testing techniques like unit testing, integration testing, end-to-end exploratory A/B testing. Everything is as part of our normal approach. We have to do all the other things like bias and fairness testing. This is especially for this kind of AI. We have to use bias and fairness testing and robustness testing also. Okay. And like that's what these are all also part of, especially on the AI based testing. So adversarial attack, how we are doing what is data poisoning and pair based testing, back to back testing, everything we want to understand about this. Okay. So I don't want to go much. Now, 1 second, before I'm going to the other area, now I want to hand over to Sheila, and then maybe I can request Sheila to give further more point, anything. Sheila, please, Sheila, you can also pitch in. Hello, Sheila.
Hello everyone. Bala, you have
Yes,
any
Sheila.
questions?
Yeah, I have a question actually. Mr. Anna has executed like a program now, and each time when we execute, we have a different prediction results. So I would like to know which would be the like end criteria, like which result we have to take, like this prediction.
So maybe I can answer, then Sheila, you can pitch in on top of it, Sheila. So based on this particular one, I told already the model is already trained. Okay. Fine, Bala. So model is already trained based on this questionnaire set. Okay. So now if I'm giving the same thing exactly, now I'm expected a yes. Okay. So now if we are giving something no, here also we will have something no. Okay. So here also we will something no. Okay. If for this particular one, okay. Suppose in this row item, if I'm given this particular input till T, then it will say no. Okay, because this is what expected. This is what expected because we are already trained. Now, every time I'm running the system, now I may give different data. It's not like definitely I have to use the same data, no? So based on what is the data which I'm feeding the input, it will give the output. That's what. Okay.
Okay. What you mean to say is the existing data you're having is a kind of a input data, and if you want to test it, we can have a sample input. I mean sample input report, and we can feed the data and rerun the program. Am I right?
No, this is the reality. In general, after training and testing the application, now in the production, we will give the normally the as per the end user data, and we want to see the output.
Okay. No, as a testing point
as
of
a
view,
testing part, we have to keep on entering that data. Like maybe suppose now you are done with the training and the initial part evaluation with the testing. Training, consider you are done with the training, okay, executed. Now if I'm running this particular one, now I can evaluate with my expectations, and then whether it is giving the proper output or not, I can validate. If it is giving the proper output, then my system is correct. If it is not giving the proper output, then the accuracy rate is wrong.
Okay, fine.
So till we are getting, maybe sometimes you are finding not giving the proper output, there may be two things. One is my data set, I need to give more training to the data set. Okay, one aspect, because knowledge.
Okay.
And another one is maybe the algorithm level or the configuration level, I have to redefine, and then I have to then preset it to give the proper output. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, Sheila, please,
Thanks.
Sheila. Anything on top of it, Sheila?
Yeah, whatever Anna said is correct. Actually, if we will be comparing, like, what will be the prediction? So actually, we won't be using the entire data for the model training. We'll be using 80% of data for training the model and 20%. And we have some percentage, like we will follow some principle also, like how to group it into 75% or 80% like that. And then after that we will be checking whether it is giving the proper result, whether the prediction is correct or wrong with the performance metrics. So as we have like accuracy metrics, and then the recall precision, like that, so many different algorithms are there, and different metrics are also there. So based on the metrics performance, if it is 98% perfect, we will be getting a predictions in a perfect way. So we can go with that. If their accuracy is less, then we feel like the data is not proper, because we have trained with the same data. So if the data is not proper, then what we have to do, either we have to hyper tune the data. So we have to work more on the data. And then if that, then another situation may be like we would have understood everything wrongly from the beginning. That is, we have to be very specific with our goal and objective. So what is our goal? So we have to start again working on it from the beginning. Like from the first step, we have to analyze the data, and likewise we have to proceed with it. And the machine learning algorithm selection also plays an important role, because we have so much of algorithms. Look, according to the use cases, we have to decide which is producing a better results. Then we have some boosting algorithm also to boost up the results. So based on that, we will be doing the predictions, and everything will be going on like that. So that's it from my side, Anna. I have explained everything fine.
Good,
So you
good,
can proceed
fine.
with the next thing. Thanks,
Fine,
Anna.
Sheila. Thank you. And
Thank
maybe
you.
before to that next stage, if anyone having any other questions related to the project or related to this particular content, we are happy to answer, myself and Sheila. Or we are going to the next step on the how to proceed further with the training, whoever interested. You will be getting the professional support, like completely on the preparing the CV, and then the dedicated recruitment team will be assisting you what are all the job available and where to apply, and what are all the available places you have to talk to the other consultancies. Everything there will be a coordination. So training initially 2 months, and then the live project 1 month. And after that, we are doing the assessment, and then it will be moved towards the placement assistant service. Okay, this is what our job support approach. Okay, and then at the end of the training, definitely we are our director Sriram and our coordinator will talk to you, and then you are going to have the meeting, and then according to your interest, you will be moved towards the job support program. Okay, so as I told, there are two different approaches. Okay, right. So here, even you can just take down our number. Okay, so